Hey folks, Mike here. Let's talk a little bit about for sale by owners. Every once in a while, I get asked, should I attempt to sell my home myself? For some, it may be worth a try. For most, because of the time, the effort, the cost, some frustrations potentially, it's not worth it. For these reasons, and then financially, most will benefit from using an agent. Most buyers, for instance, will have agents and will ask for a buyer's agent commission. Many times buyers will expect a deal, a lower price offer, since you're selling it yourself and not having an agent involved. So you'll have less visibility typically because of marketing, and houses sell because of marketing and price. That's the bottom line. Some of those you'll be dealing with, you're going to be dealing with buyers, you're going to be dealing with inspectors, lenders, title companies, repair resources, just to name a few of the resources. And then some of the items you'll be dealing with, photography for the home, whatever marketing tools you can come up with, seller's disclosures, which are key in avoiding potential lawsuits down the road, taxes, evaluating financing options, estimating closing costs, closing dates and possession dates, which differ, and dealing with appraisals potentially. Then negotiations, not only the sales price, but inspection, resolution items, and maybe appraisal. You never know. Potentially evaluating multiple offers. Highest isn't always best. And then finally, safety, and it shouldn't go without saying that ladies, never ever show the home by yourself. And as far as items in your house, secure weapons, jewelry, and pharmaceuticals. And these are just some of the things that sellers will be addressing. And there can always be surprises. Financing falling through in the last minute, I've seen that happen. And so you just never quite know. A couple quick examples that I've seen recently. I had a client referred to me that was thinking about selling the property himself. And we just wanted to explore to see what could be done. It was a challenging property, no updates since the early 70s, so let your imagination run wild there as far as what it looked like. And it had some significant foundation issues. As always, it's in part finding the right buyer, but between the marketing we put in place up front before it actually hit the market, and then pricing it appropriately, the seller ended up clearing $26,000 more than he thought he could get. And we actually had it under contract the first weekend. I never promise how quickly something goes, but we'll do what we say we're going to do at least. But here's another example. I was chatting with a homeowner who was attempting to sell themselves. They had received some offers, low-ball offers primarily, and they had one, while it was a little bit low, it was somewhat acceptable, but the buyer was asking for $21,000, over $21,000 in closing costs, which were way out of line for this property. Why? When the buyer was called out on the number, they admitted they were including dollars to buy down the interest rate. How do you know this? I mean, how do you know it's not what's normal and what's not normal? Those are some key things that can pop up. Bottom line, the data shows sellers can get more for their property with an agent versus selling themselves, and it's a lot less frustrating. Like a lot of things in this world, there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the curtains. So if you're thinking about selling yourself, or someone you know is, I always tell a prospect, let's just explore what's possible. Thank you for your time, and I wish you all the best. Take care. Bye-bye.